Hello everyone, my name is Moloka Khao. Welcome to the grade 8 Natural Science lesson. For today's lesson, we'll be learning about solar system. Solar system is our home in space, which consists of the sun in the middle and the 8 planets that moves around the sun. On your second slide, we have lesson objective. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to identify the sun as our central star. You should be able to name the 8 planets in order and Earth's position in the solar system. You should be able to compare inner rocky planets and outer gas giants and also explain the role of gravity. Now we'll be talking about the sun, the center of our solar system. Sun is a giant ball of hot glowing gas, and it is also the heart of Sun is the center of our solar system, is a giant ball of hot glowing gas. It is the heart of our solar system because it is found in what? In the middle. And it has a strong gravity that holds the moons, the planets, and other objects orbit around it. And it also contains 99.8% of the solar system mass. Proceed to the next slide that talks about our 8 planets. So we have 8 planets that orbit around the sun. The first one we have Mercury, the second one we have Venus, the third one we have Earth that we live in, and the fourth one we have Mars, and the fifth one we have Jupiter, the sixth we have Saturn, the seventh we have Uranus, the last one we have Neptune. These are our 8 planets that should be able to know. Okay, now we'll move to the next slide where we'll be focusing only on Earth. So don't be surprised when I don't include other planets because of the grade that you're in, it only allows me to focus on Earth. So Earth's position in the solar system, Earth is the third planet from the sun. Earth is the only planet that is known to support life. So Earth is the planet that we currently living in. Where you see animals, plants, also human is able to support what life. The bullet number three, the condition that support life on Earth include temperature. Earth distance from the sun provides the ideal temperature. So you'll find out, for example, like Mercury. Mercury doesn't support life because it's too hot, it's too close to the what? To the sun. Same as Venus is too close to the sun. At least Earth is more distant away from the sun. So um Earth is able to regulate some temperature for us to be able to what? To survive. And again, water is a liquid, gas, or solid in earth temperature range. If imagine if we were living in Mercury that is too hot. Mercury doesn't have water. Where will we get plants? Where will plants get water to what? To survive? Where will humans get water to survive? And also where will animals get water to what? To survive? And again, sunlight provides the energy in the food chain. And remember that the sun is the source, is the main source that help us to survive. In order for us to get food, we need what? We need sunlight and also oxygen. Early life forms and algae produces enough oxygen for the evolution of more sophisticated life to form, right? Now we're gonna move on the inner rocky planets, also known terrestrial. So we have 4 planets that are inner rocky planets, which is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. So they are very close to the sun and have a solid rocky surface, and they are smaller in size and orbit the sun quickly because the reason they orbit the sun quickly because they are close to what to the sun, and Earth is one of the inner rocky planets that sustain life. Okay, now we're gonna move to the outer gas giants. Also have there are four planets, which is Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These four planets they are far from the sun and they are very huge in size and no solid surfaces made of swirling gases, and they have rings and many moons around it. And okay, and now we're gonna talk about the outer gas giants, which are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Those are the planets of outer gas giants because they are far from the sun. They are huge in size, no solid surfaces made of swirling gases, and they have rings and many moons. Okay, we have an invisible force called gravity is the one that holds planets in place. So the sun's gravity is like an invisible string. It pulls the planets towards it. This pull also keeps planets in their orbits. So without this gravity, the planets will fly off into space. Okay, now we are done with gravity. Let's quickly review what we have learned on today's lesson. So today we learned that sun, is a central star of the solar system. And again, we also learned that eight planets, which are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and also Neptune. And we also learn that the earth that we live in, the planet that we live in, it support what life. And we also learn about two groups of inner rocky and outer gaseous giants. That inner rocky giants they are very small in sizes, and the outer gases they are very large in sizes. And again, gravity it also holds it all together. Okay, before we end, let's go. Okay, before we end this, let's quickly go through these questions and answer and see what you remember. Okay, question one it says, what is the star at the center of our solar system? Okay, the correct answer for our star at the center for our solar system for question one, the correct answer is number two, which is what the sun. And let's proceed to question two. Question two, which planet is a gas giant with famous rings? The gas with famous rings is number three, which is what is Saturn. And question three, what force keep planets in orbit? Remember the invisible force. The invisible force that keeps the planets in orbit. So the correct answers for question three is number three. Okay, now we have come to the end of our lesson. I hope our lesson was very productive. See you in our next lesson. Bye.